Spotlight on.
Okay, good. All right, so we're recording. This is our second call of our business building call, and so excited that that you guys are all here. I know this is a little bit of a crazy time in the middle of the day, but plans for tonight with the Super Bowl, so we gotta work around that. I know, but I'm really glad you guys are on here. Let's just do it real quick. We're going to talk about bookings, which I know that on my coaching calls with consultants, that was a big thing that we had talked about, is beefing up our schedules. And Jen Howe is going to do a really nice training and work with us and giving us some ideas and really focusing on that. Again, this whole process that we're doing, we're growing your businesses. That's what our purpose is. But what we're doing is we're going through basics. So you guys are getting basic Pampered Chef business building stuff, and by doing that and following through with it, you're going to end up building your business. So Jen's going to do a great job with that. Does anybody, though, I just sort of wanted to break it down, does anybody have anything that they were really excited that happened in their business this week? Nobody has anything exciting? Josie has things exciting. What happened to you, Josie?
Well, yesterday I went to a horseman's banquet with my boyfriend, and one of the ladies at our table said, she knew I sold Pampered Chef, and she said, I want to buy some stuff, and she bought $150 worth of items right there at the table. So that was great.
Awesome.
That was great. But what happened earlier this week?
I had my second consultant sign on under me. So now
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. That's awesome. Good job. Good job. Who else? Anything exciting? When it came to bookings, I know some of you are really working on beefing up your schedule. Who's had some luck or some fun stuff that's happened with that this week?
I can share something.
Yes.
So I had a show on Thursday, and I only had one date left to fill for February, but it was the following Thursday. So, you know, going in, I really didn't think I would book it, but I had a first-time customer at the show and never been to a party, never hosted a Pampered Chef party, and we talked about booking, and I said, well, I've only got the 9th available. She's like, oh, okay, I'll take it. So you never know.
Yay.
She took it. Yep.
That's awesome. You know, and that's something I know at our training in Monmouth tomorrow night that we're going to do a little bit on is booking in close, because we've talked about that. That'll probably very well could be one of your best shows for the month too, Jen. You know that from
people already know what they're doing next week.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Exactly. People are like, I can't do it. I got to do it 3. I got to get ready. There's nothing to get ready for. Just ask your people over. That's it.
Right.
They don't need a whole
what
lot.
What I said too was when I was talking about booking during the party was I said, I only have the 9th available, and don't think that that's too soon because your friends already know what they're doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm unemployed for that night, so I want to work. So yeah. I think it kind of got the ball rolling on it.
Yeah, good. I know, Amy, you got off our call the other night and right away had a booking.
I did. But then the next day she contacted me and she's like, my aunt, I guess she didn't realize, is a consultant and has been trying to get her to book a party. So she was like, I'm so sorry, I can't do it. I was like, so are you booking a party with your aunt? She's like, no. So just book it with me. Don't tell her. But I was kind of bummed about that. So that kind of deflated me a little bit, but I'm still working on it. My biggest thing is getting people to book now. They all want to do it, 2 months down the road, a month down the road. It's getting now.
Yeah.
And I told you about like Pam and Lori. They're both, I don't know. It's so hard. I'm like, it's a virtual party and you do nothing.
Yeah.
But I guess if that's too hard, I'll go over to your house, get on your computer and pretend I'm you. I mean,
really.
That's essentially what I'm telling them. So
yeah.
I'm finding it hard with friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's strangers that I'm having, not strangers, but acquaintances, that I'm finding a little bit better luck with, because friends and family just kind of suck and, oh, we'll support you. but I'm not going to have a party. Thanks. So
And that is
Yeah.
absolutely normal too, because we have that all the time. You'll have your friends or your family, somebody's going to have a party for you, and it is the worst party because they're doing it just to support you versus
Right.
it's those acquaintances or those other people that jump on. They do it because they want the products. They want
Right.
to have a good show. And so even once you have the show, they're definitely more motivated. That's normal, Amy. So that's where we just need to sort of, you're going to get a handful of them on your calendar, and it's
Mhm.
going to go from there. That's what. And so Jen is going to talk. I mean, that's really what Jen's doing her training on tonight or today. I think we're going to get some good ideas and stuff. So hang in there. It's just consistency. That's all it is.
Right.
Good. Anybody else have something to share? Ashley Dorso?
I jumped out of the virtual world this past week and did an in-home show. It was at my mom's, and I found it super successful. Sorry, my dog's in the background with her collar shaking right now. So I found it super successful, and then I was talking with you, Anna, and I asked my mom like how she felt about it after. She goes, "You talk too much," and I said, "What do you mean I talk too much?" She's like, "All you did was talk about the products and like all this stuff," and I think she was under the impression it was going to be more of like a social hour for her. Because it was a sip and dip party, and I'm like, well, I was supposed to talk for a good half hour or so about the products while I was cooking the food. I wasn't just gonna make the food, put it on the table for you, and like have you guys have a good time.
So you're not a caterer.
Right.
So it was really funny, but I mean, I don't think that was her expectation. I don't think that was anyone else's expectation that went there. So it was super successful, and I had a lot of fun. Josie ended up showing up and brought Natalie, so I got to meet Natalie, and we'll see, be joining you guys on Monday night. But it was really fun. I had a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. I have another in-home booked for oh shoot, when is it? In a couple weeks, and then one in March. And from that show at my mom's, I booked 2 virtuals and 1 in-house cooking show. So I was really excited.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like I said, when we've got shows going, really, especially when you guys are newer, getting those bookings off of it, really, again, the sales will come, and your sales were really good too, but the sales will come, it's the bookings. That's what got to be our first stress, that we get those. So that's awesome.
Awesome. Thank
Good.
you.
Thank you. Sarah, did you have anything? Your ankle can move better now. Nothing else good happened this week? Nothing? I can't hear you. I think you're on mute.
Sorry, I was I have
that's
a 5
okay.
that's going crazy. So I've been on the couch almost all week,
Yeah.
but I'm starting to try to figure out how to do some of those pictures for the graphics, so that when you post them in the party and stuff, because a lot of people are getting put in Facebook jail for using the same ones over and over.
Yeah, I'll tell you though that Facebook jail's weird, because I think people are getting Facebook jail even if you use your own sometimes.
Yeah.
So they're pretty random about that. But yeah, I saw that you had posted that somewhere, I think on the virtual, that, a lot of people, I know I use PicMonkey is the program. I don't know, did you get some answers on that post?
No, not yet.
Okay. PicMonkey, I was going to wait and see what other people told you, but PicMonkey is the one that I use a lot of times, that you sort of, can create something and you pull the picture in, and then you can or you take somebody else's picture, put it into PicMonkey, and then you can put like even a frame around it. You know what I mean? Just put a frame around it, and all of a sudden it's made it different, and then you could post it from there too. So
I do have Photoshop on my other computer, so.
oh, good. So I don't know what that is.
I found Canva works really well for me. I have a hard time with PicMonkey.
Oh, what do you use, Canva, Ginger?
Yes, I love it. I'm creating a template right now for an 80s themed party that's coming on the 18th. So
Maybe we should have you do a little training on the Canva.
oh, good Lord, no, I don't know about that. I'm still learning, hon.
We're going to be training on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Sarah, that's the nice thing though too, is that even if you are sitting on the couch, that, and again, Jen's going to talk about probably some really great ideas that you could still do some reaching out. So, when you're sitting on when we're down and out, that's sometimes the best time to do some contacting people and stuff too. So we'll get you revved up, girl. Good. And Ginger and Jen, you guys have anything? I'm going to pull
Well,
something out of you.
Our last call that we had, I only had one party for February, and right now I have 3, 2 virtuals and 1 home. So
Great. That's
I'm
good.
waiting to hear back on 3 others, hoping that they. I find the hardest thing for me is the ones that never answer you. You know,
Yeah.
they ask questions and you answer them, and you're waiting for them to say, "Okay, let's go ahead and do this," and it never comes.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And that's where we talk about the numbers game. You know, that's where we talk about that. You just got to, it's got to be in front of enough people, asking enough people so that those 3 that sort of beg off, you know, you've got other ones that just sort of come around and follow
I got
up.
4 no's. I mean, they didn't have a problem telling me no. So
Yeah, good. Well, you know what? We like the no's.
Like, we'll see.
Yeah. We like the nose. Oh, there's the puppy, Josie. This is a fun call. We do all kinds of dog play. There have been calls that I've been on, Jen, you know, we have our director calls sometimes, and because we do them in the middle of the day, Jen, before Jen hasn't been there, but her little boy is just sitting there, and then
Or
somebody else is watching, there's another kid just sitting there in the thing.
Most of the time, Daniel's like this.
I know. So today it's dog day. Oh, I love it. Well, good. Well, I'm excited. I mean, again, you guys, here's the thing, you know, we talked about, I hope everybody watched the little belief training in the middle of the week. And this is what I'm going to tell you. This is your business. And Elaine's been this for a year now. And Deb's been around, and this business goes like this. And what has to happen is that when you're down in these lower places and your belief starts to waver, to remember that whole cycle and just sort of say, you know what, because you make choice. You know, when you've got that in, like Amy, you know, I know that it's very easy to have yourself spiral into a dark pit of blackness. That in this business, because again, you have nobody, like, you really don't, besides me or, you know, there's people in this group, you have nobody to be accountable to. You don't have a boss telling you, here's your deadline, this or else. This is your business. So when something like that happens, it's very easy. I can do that where something will happen and it'll be like 4 o'clock later in the afternoon that I'm going, why do I have this pit in my stomach? Why does this do? And I have to figure out what it is that happened. And it would be something like that, a show canceled or a possible potential recruit like change their mind, or, you know, something like that will happen. But you have a choice then. You have a choice to say, you know what, screw it. I don't want to do it anymore. Or, you know what, I'm going to pick myself up and put my big girl panties on, and we're going to just make it happen. I mean, that's your choice, right, Elaine? We've all been there. We've all been there, and you'll be in there, and I'm still in there. Every 16 years later, it happens to me at times. And you just have to say, you know what, this is my business, and nobody's going to make this happen but me. And you find the resources, and you go right out. So those of you that don't have anything real exciting to happen this week, we're going to have it happen this week. You have to do it. Jen and I and Deb would love to do it for you, but we cannot. So you have to take the information and sort of be creative and be able to, again, reach out to as many people as possible. So, okay, with that, Jennifer is going to do our training today, and it is going to be on bookings, not bookings from parties. These are going to be a lot of the bookings that you guys are looking for right now, just trying to fill our calendar. If it's not necessarily from shows that we're having, it's how do we get some bookings and some ideas on doing that right now. So, okay, go ahead, Jen.
Okay, so Anna and I have recognized that most of you are probably within your first 6 months of business. So we really want to try and get you out of your friends and family circle, because I agree that it is more difficult to do parties with family. I prefer to not to have to go back to them because it is just more difficult. I don't coach them the same, so I find that I just don't make them as successful. So, and Anna's right too, is that they're doing a favor for you. They want to see you succeed, but those are the people that we want to get away from as soon as possible. So the first thing that we need to do to book shows away from parties is we need to identify hosts. We need to make a list of the people that we're going to contact. I don't know how to screen share, so bear with me while I look at, I'm actually looking at PCU. So we have to identify potential hosts, we have to build the interest, and then we have to secure a date. Okay, so there's some really great resources right on PC University, and you can click on New Consultant Start Here, and it opens up a screen and it says getting started, and the very first thing is bookings, because that is the core of our business. Without bookings, then we can't go on. We don't have any business. So if you click on booking, it's going to open another screen, and it's going to give you what types of booking you're looking for. Are you looking for bookings at parties, or are you looking to book from scratch? So right now we're booking from scratch. So there is a resource that you can use, and it's the top 40, but it's also when you look at PCU, it says launch list up here. So these will be your first. What's Matt? What are you laughing at, Anna?
I'm not laughing. I'm looking at my people, because they know that's what we talked about this week.
Okay.
So, and my coaching calls, right? Jennifer Bolduc. Jennifer worked on her launch list this week.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Excellent. So this is one place that you're going to work off of. And it's not just friends and family. It's people that you know that just love food. It's friends of kids. It's people that you text a lot. People that are in your community. So church, who's your doctor, who's your hairstylist, who's your banker, things like that. People that you know through Facebook, other direct sellers. I wouldn't suggest party swaps, though. I don't party swap. I don't have time for party swap, and I'm sure Anna doesn't have time for that stuff either. So I wouldn't get involved in the party swapping thing. But you also want to look at college friends, other social circles. So this is a really great place to start, is looking at your launch list, and that's going to start you with a list of people to get in touch with. Okay. So I'll just look at my notes here. The first thing I want us to chat about is making a list of potential, got my pen, list of the people that we need to contact. So we're going to all work together, because I'm not going to give you all the answers, because it's not as fun as that way. So I would love for everyone to give some input. So what type of people are we looking for? This time of year, what are people doing? What are people looking for? What are some problems that people are having in their kitchen that we can have a solution for? So does anyone have any ideas? Nobody?
I know it's basketball season for my mom, and I know she's super busy with tournaments and stuff on the weekend, and during the week it's practice every night, so she needs quick meals and stuff. So maybe reaching out to other parents who need ideas for quick meals, but also I'm finding a lot of those people were at the party this weekend, don't have time to do an in-house show, so they do the virtual. So just reaching out to those people, and then making the party all about quick meals, Yep,
or quick very good. Yep, excellent. Thank you. Anyone else? So sports are going on. How about fundraising? People need to raise funds for sports right now, right?
And other things, project graduation, a lot of them are already booked up, but.
Yeah. Yep, there you go. How about freezer meal workshops? Does anyone know about those?
Can we, Anna, are you ever going to do a training on those? I've never seen one, and I would like to find out more about how those work.
Yeah, I think we need to do okay, let me just do this. We need to put on a training on freezer meal workshops. And we also need to do a training on virtual parties for some people. Okay. Yes.
How about fundraising? Because I don't know anything about that either.
Okay.
All right. So what other type of people are we looking for? How about people that are trying to be healthier? How about salad in a jar recipes, workshops? How about power cooking? So this is another format of cooking show that we offered years ago. It's along the same lines as quick meal ideas, kind of like freezer meal workshop. So it's kind of like they kind of melded that together. This was before the freezer meal workshop was a big craze, but power cooking, you make a couple of meals all at once and then you freeze it.
Jen, I did those power cookings actually last month. I know Josie and Ashley came to a party, but I actually never did them a while ago. I went by the power cooking stuff that's online under the cooking shows, and I actually I did the beef ones last month, and I've got quite a few people that I'm doing the chicken one. And I feel like I do it, and then I was using that and getting people interested in doing freezer meal workouts because that whole idea. So
it's like a step up, right?
Yeah.
Yep, excellent. How about brides? Do you know anyone that's getting married? Do a bridal shower, do a wedding shower. I've done bridal showers. They are so fun. Do we need a training on that too?
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to be one in March. Be nice.
What's that?
I would love. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, you're up.
Oh, I would love to learn more about it. And is there something that we can do more of a registry? I think I attempted that last summer for a bride, and I kind of struggled with it. Anna said something about doing some making their wish list on Pinterest, but I also didn't want her to know when I didn't know how to organize it and make sure that people weren't ordering double of the same product and stuff.
Yeah, be patient. It's coming.
Okay.
They're constantly improving it, and from what we understand is that's just getting better and better. We just have to be a little patient. So maybe we'll find something out tomorrow. I don't know.
I don't know either, but there is a wish list right now can work as a registry, and
right. And I don't know if you've tried it recently, but there have been improvements since the summer on it. So you might want to go back and look at it. So, all right. So what are some other problems that people are having in their kitchen right now? So we need quick meals, healthy meals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else want to jump in? All right, so we've got our list of potential of things that we can help people with, right? So the next thing is we need to make a list. So go from your launch list and you can work on a list of the people that you need to get in contact with to work from the list that we just made. So how about while you're out and about? Does anyone talk to people while you're out and about Pampered Chef?
All the time.
What do you
I
say?
actually did today at the grocery store.
Okay.
I had a lady stop me because
what'd you do?
The bags. I can't remember what they're called. I had the bags in my cart. And she asked me if they were 31, which of course they weren't. So I had the whole Pampered Chef conversation with her.
And then how did you end? Jennifer looks like she's frozen. So what did you?
I thought something was wrong. I'm like, okay, something's not moving.
Well, it's not because everybody else is moving, but Jennifer. So how did you finish that call or that conversation, Ginger?
I actually gave her a catalog.
Okay.
So she was really interested in the bag, but not ready to order right now.
Mm-hmm.
But because she does a lot with. Sorry, my little one is trying to play.
Hi, Charlie.
Say hi. Oh no, he's got Mom's phone. He's happy now.
Hi, Charlie. He's so cute.
He's my little terror, is what he is. He made me fall down yesterday. So.
I saw that, you poor thing.
Oh my gosh, that was bad. But I'm good. I'm just bruised.
Oh.
Put a hole in my wall, but otherwise I'm good.
So,
she ended up taking the catalog, so it had all of the information on it, and I'm actually wondering if she might have been a 31 consultant because she kept saying she has all the 31 bags and what she uses them for, and I'm like, well, my best friend sells 31, so I've got all that too. Yeah. But I like these because they hook on the cart and the whole 9 yards. So.
Mm-hmm. One of the things, and that's awesome, and one of the things, I know Elaine does a lot of out and about. She's really good at that. We were just talking about that this week, about how like a total 180 in her talking about her business and the confidence in that she was last year. But here's just a little tip, and I don't know where Jen's going with this, but she may follow back up with, because it looks maybe she left and so she'll be back. But here's the thing. I will tell you, I can specifically remember being in the Target in Topsom with a Pampered Chef bag, that said, not those like the logo ones and stuff with my catalog in it. And I literally remember these two girls coming up to me and looking at it and go, "Oh my gosh, Pampered Chef, you sell Pampered Chef?" And I go, "Yeah, I do." And they go, "Oh my gosh, I love Pampered Chef." And I go, "Yeah, me too." And then they walked away, and that was like the conversation. So that's where, we're going to talk about, and I think Jen's going to do that, like how that follow-up. Like Ginger, hi Jen, you did a great job with, giving the catalog, but Jen's going to talk about, I'm sure, what to do when you do have those kind of encounters, probably the best way to handle them, which I did not do for a long time. But
well, I kind of froze because I didn't know how to answer her. And I'm like, you don't push.
Yeah, I know, you don't.
But you want to, get your name out here. So
yeah. Good, Jennifer, you're back.
Sorry, I don't know what the heck happened. So
that's okay.
Yeah. So what can we do when we don't have the logo wear or the bags? How can we get it out there while we're out and about? What can we say to people that can let them know that we're with Pampered Chef and get that conversation started? Because it's easy to when you've got the bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
People.
Oh yeah, definitely. She asked me.
What's that?
She asked me, so I didn't have to initiate a conversation. She did. So
excellent. So what we can do is, what I really love to do with the grocery store is, especially with cashiers, I know Anna does this a lot, is give them a compliment. "Oh my gosh, you're so whatever." And it opens the conversation and it lets you, "I'm with Pampered Chef. I really think you'd be great at my job. You're such a people person." Anything like that, just to get the conversation started. And we have on the supply order on Consultants Corner, we have mini catalogs. So Anna and I are issuing a challenge for you guys. So for this week, right, Anna? Are you frozen?
Yeah. No, I'm here. Can you see me? Okay, good.
Well, you weren't moving, so I thought maybe I was frozen again, stupid computer. So if you have mini catalogs, we want you to use them. So put 10 of them in your bag this week. So while you're out and about, if you've got the logo wear or if you've got the bag or anything like that can start the conversation, you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm with Pampered Chef. I love Pampered Chef." You can give them a mini catalog, but you want to make sure you get something in return. Okay? Because if we're just giving out catalogs or if we're just taking their information, we're never doing anything with it, then our efforts are kind of pointless, right? So what you want to do is, I can give you this mini catalog, but I'm doing a drawing. You have your drawing slip, right? It comes with your kits. If you don't have drawing slips, just put a Post-it on it. Okay, I've got one that has a blank Post-it. You can say, "I do a drawing every week. It's part of my job to hand out 10 of these mini catalogs every week. And all I need back is your name and your email address, or phone number, whatever." So they'll get entered into a drawing, whatever you want to give away, Season's Best or citrus peel or whatever you want to do. So they get this with your information on it, but you also get this back in return. So this is going to be one of your contacts that are going to count for you for this week, okay? So 50% of your business every week, of your contacts every week, should be new contacts, because we don't want to be calling the same people over and over again, okay? So this is going to go towards your goal to get new business, okay? So that's one way to get your business out and about, is by carrying out around these little mini catalogs and handing them out. No, put your hand down. I'm not done yet. No, go ahead.
No, are you sure? I just want to make sure I'm like, were you going on to something else now?
I was going to. Do you have something to add?
Well, I do. You had said that about the questions, about getting into the conversation. So I'm not really good on my feet. Obviously, like that lady said, "Oh my gosh, I love Pampered Chef." I need to have like a sort of like a like thing that I can remember, just like in parties. I do the same party for the last 16 years. So like I need to have that on my thing. So when we talk about the different things that Janet sort of alluded to, I'm very good at looking at, let's say I saw Elaine, at the food and I go, and I'm standing, those times you're standing in line and you're waiting or, you're just sort of dubbing around anyway. I would go, "Oh my gosh, I love your shirt. so nice. Where did you get that? And Elaine will go, so I'm not talking about anything about Pampered Chef. So Elaine goes, oh, I got it at Dress Barn or Maurice's or wherever, you know, I just got it was on sale. And I'll go, or I'll, you know, I'm usually like, I wonder if they're on sale. I always want to know about the sale. So, you know, are they on sale? And did you get it here in town? Or, you know, sort of on those questions. And then after we go back and forth a little bit, then I always say, yeah, I always need nicer shirts like that. They're casual but nicer for my job. And then usually the question comes up, oh, really, what do you do? And so that's where you get that kind of a conversation is you want to get them to a place. So it's always really nice, like Jen said, to start with a compliment. Oh my gosh, your personality is great. You know, you're so fun. I love your smile. What do you do for work? You know, like getting into a conversation with them like that. And then being able to sort of somehow bring up, yeah, I'm with the and we always say that too, don't we, Jen? You're not a dealer. You're not a Pampered Chef dealer because you don't deal anything, okay? And yeah, we're not like cocaine dealers. And then the other thing is, it's always, I don't love to say that I sell Pampered Chef either, because that then, and Elaine and I just had that conversation. Elaine's like, tell them what you said. You're not a salesperson. What's your job?
I tell people, I don't tell people I sell Pampered Chef. I say I work with the Pampered Chef, and what I do, I don't want to sell anything. Oh, well, I don't sell anything. What I do is I work with a host, and my job is to help that host earn as much free and discounted product as possible. And that's my job, because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Yeah. So that's, but that's how you could sort of, go with it, with that whole kind of idea that you're doing stuff for other people. The only last thing I'm going to say, Jen, and then I'm done. Ginger, when you were talking about how that you gave the catalogs, and Jen just said that you want something back from them, I can tell you in 16 years that I've given catalogs out to people and I've even had people that have said, oh my God, I've been looking for somebody. I'm booking a party. I totally am going to call you. I absolutely am going to call you. Here's my information. I've never heard back from them. 100% of the time, I've never heard back from a stranger that I've given them my catalog.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it just doesn't, but that's good. It just doesn't happen. I mean, you think, oh, I'm getting my name on, you never will hear. So it's so important to get that. And I love Jen's words of, here, why don't you do this? I'm going to give you this catalog. It's my part of my job to give 10 of these away a week, but let me have you fill this out, because then I do a drawing. And then what you do is, I don't know if you're going to do follow-up, Jen, but that's, the next week or during that week, you give them a call and say, hey, just want to see if you had a chance to go through the catalog and
Right. So I have right here. So what do you say to those people, right?
Yes.
So this is a standard booking script. I like to start with scripts, or I at least like to think about what I'm going to say before I pick up the phone so I don't sound like a mumbling idiot. So one basic script that you can say is, hi, this is Jen with Pampered Chef. I'm so excited. There's some incredible things going on right now in our company, and I thought of you because, and then you would list the reason why. Because you always want to connect that person with something special or something personal. Because if you just call these people up and you're like, oh, so the host benefits are this and this and this, and when do you want to book your party? They're gonna be like, no, thank you. They're gonna be overwhelmed. So you want to make sure that you connect them to something personal, and they'll feel special. And then they'll be like, oh my gosh, she called me, even though you've made 15 other calls that day. They don't need to know that. But you can make them feel special, and you made a point to give them a call specifically, okay? So with these particular ones, the contacts that you're going to call, you can just give them a call, and you can say where you met them. I gave you the mini catalog. Have you had a chance to look through it? And if they wait for them to respond, and if they say something, you could even say, was there anything in particular that jumped out at you? If they happen to say, oh my gosh, I love that rock crock, what do you say? Rock crocks are 60% off for my host this month. You can get one for 60% off. So that's a great door to open for a booking. So always know what you're going to say so you don't sound like you're kind of rambling through your words. So then the other thing is we need to get, so we've made the connection. We've identified potential hosts. We handed the thing out. We've sparked some interest in it because now they're interested in the Rock Rock, right? So now how do we close a deal? How do we get them to book a date? I heard earlier, I've got all these people that want to book, but none of them commit to it. So what I often find that works well is you need to know your available dates. You need to look at your calendar. You need to know when you're going to work, and you need to know your next 2 available dates. Because if you're like, oh, any date's great this month, when do you want to do it? They're not going to pick a date because they're not. They're just not. So what I always do is I have 2 dates left for this month. It's the 16th and the 17th. Which one works better? So they know that you're serious. This is a business. You're not flip-floppy about it. This is the dates I have. Which one do you want? More often than not, they will take one of those dates, okay? So, I look at my notes again. So let's talk about some other ways we can book when we're away from social media. I made a note on social media because a lot of the times when we put a plea out on social media, what do? I need a booking. Who's going to book with me? I need you to buy these things. Who's going to buy these? I've got these on sale. Who wants to buy them? And it's salesy and people pass over it, right? So some fun things that really grab people's attention is post things that are not salesy. So you want to post a recipe with a picture. How about anyone that's really new, if you haven't posted a picture of your kit, post a picture of your kit. Or post a picture of a recipe that you just made and just say, it took me less than 30 minutes to make it in the microwave. Something like that that's going to get people attracted to the post, and it's going to get the conversation started without you actually saying, I'm showing you this because I want you to host, okay? So it just puts it out there. Okay, so I think that's really the meat of what I have for you for getting your bookings while you're out and about and away from shows. If you, Anna and I are doing a booking blitz for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So this is going to really challenge you because you're going to have to get some courage up, and you're going to have to talk to people while you're out and about. And you're going to have to make a list of the people that you haven't contacted yet, and you're going to actually have to call them or Facebook message them or text them. Calling is really the best, but not many people call nowadays. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. So we're going to share some more specific details on the group, right, Anna?
Yes.
Okay. So, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to set some time aside for the next 3 days that you're going to work to book up the rest of your February. Anna and I really want you to focus on February, because if you set yourself up for a really strong February, then it's going to set you up for a really strong March. So one other thing that I didn't really talk about is if you've been in the business for, more than 6 months, you can look up on your order history and see who's purchased Rock Crocs. And anyone that has, if you need more instruction on that, we can get that to you. So if you look up your order history to see who's purchased Rock Crocs, give those people a call. Put them on your list because you want to let them know they're on sale this month, so they can get another added to their collection for less. So you want to track your activity. It's been proven that when you track your results, when you track your activity rather, you get better results, okay? And we know that 1 in 10 people will say yes, right? So if you stop at 5 because you've gotten 5 no's, then you haven't reached your full potential, okay? So we want to make sure that you're either doing a power hour, so that means to set an hour aside each day to do 1 hour of calls. So that's like a full 60 minutes of calling, leave a quick message, but you also want to contact them a second way. I have found that if I leave a quick message, you don't need to leave a long message. You can just say, hey, it's Jen with Pampered Chef. I just wanted to share something real quick with you. I always hang up, and then I send them a text. And I said, hey, I just sent you a voicemail, but you know, some people don't listen to it. So I've got something really exciting to share with you. Can you give me a call back? And a lot of the times people will either text back, which is a good form of communication, or they will give me a call back like that. So you can also do, if you work during the day or if you work at night and you don't have time to do a full hour, you can set aside 15-minute chunks of time. So if you have 3 or 4 15-minute chunks of time, you know, you could get a good 5 or 6 calls in within that 15-minute period, and you want to make sure that you track your results. I personally make an X amount of contacts per day. So if I need to get bookings on my calendar, I will set a goal of 10 to 15 contacts per day. And I won't stop until I reach that 10 to 15, whatever I've set. Let's say 15, let's go big. So if I I won't stop until I've contacted 15 people, okay? Contacting means actually talking to people, not just calling and leaving 15 messages. It's actually having a conversation back and forth with someone, okay? So here's the deal, guys. So we're going to be, there's prizes involved. We like prizes, right?
I will post a picture of the prizes.
Okay, excellent. So Anna has some prizes, and you're going to want to get these because they're good conversation starters. They're good business builders. Use them as prizes if you want. Who knows? Do whatever you want with them, but you want to win them. And you can win as many as you win for the categories. There's going to be 4 different categories, okay? So first of all, you want to make your list, okay? You need a long list of people to call, okay? If you need further help, you know, we can chat on the wall of our group. So if you're running into a problem and if you're having an issue with your list, or if you're just at a dead end, we can help you with that, okay? But the first category, I've actually written it on my notebook here. So I wrote my 4 categories on top so I could keep track of it. Anna and I are going to do this with you, right, Anna?
Yes, we are. Oh my gosh, there's a baby.
Oh,
look at the baby.
Oh.
Yes,
All
we
right.
are doing this too. And Deb is doing all directors are doing this.
Okay. So the first category is no's. As much as we don't want to hear no's, we've done so many trainings on Go for No that it is so important to get a lot of no's, because 1 in 10 people will say yes to you. So we have to get 9 no's first, right? So the first category is no's. Whoever gets the most no's will win that category. The next category is yeses. This is the goal, right? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for a lot of yeses so we can book up our February calendar. So whoever gets the most yeses, that's dated in your calendar, gonna happen, okay? That's yes in your calendar. So the next one is whoever contacts the most people with an answer, okay? So that means that you call and they answer and you have a conversation no matter what they say. That is, you text them and they respond back, okay? So no matter what they answer, yes or no, we want to know how many people you contacted and they responded to you, okay? Then the final one is recruit leads. So after you've offered your booking, we still want you to be opening the door for a future teammate, okay? So we want you to try to fish out some recruit leads as well. So the last category is whoever gets the most recruit leads will win that category, okay? So it's no, yes, contact with an answer. Don't tell us how many messages you left because we're not tracking that. We want to know how many people you actually talked to. And then the last one is recruit leads, okay?
Can I just add
Question?
Okay. Oh, go ahead, Elaine.
Well, when you say get the most no's, are you talking about the most no's to host or the most no's that about as far as being a business partner?
Hosting. We're focusing on bookings this time.
Okay, so it's the most no's to host.
Yeah.
Correct.
And one of the things I know Jen is really, because we are always really big on picking up the phone and answering, but Ashley and Josie and these other young girls can probably attest to that sometimes it is hard to get people just don't even answer their phone. So texting is, I remember we did a booking blitz, a live one at a meeting. What was that, Jen? Like 2 years ago or something. I remember doing it.
Yeah.
And then I remember old ones we used to do. People would go into other parts of the building, like to talk on their cell phones and stuff. And we literally did it. We said, okay, go. And it was this, quiet and everybody was just because that's how everybody talks to people. So
Right.
texting, the messaging, leaving voicemails, whatever works good for you and you think works well for that person. But again, the big thing is that two things, that you can't just blast everybody the same thing and call that a contact, because you've got to have some sort of an interaction there. Like, we want them to be able to give you some sort of an answer. That's what would be a contact. So you can text them, but they've got to be able to text you back. The other part of it is that's where I know that we've talked a lot with our group, but that script that Jen just said, and I wonder if, Jen, we can post that script of, because that's where it does make it personal. And I think that's where you're going to get a lot more information. We've talked about this. If you call everybody or message everybody and say, hey, I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, and I can give you $6 for and all you have to do is invite your people over and like, they're like, no, this just sounds like something else people are trying to sell.
They're going to ignore it.
They're going to totally ignore it, and you're never going to hear back from them. However, if you go sort of by that script, which talks a lot about what I've been telling is, this is me. I'm so excited. There's a bunch of stuff, and I thought of you because blah, 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 blah. That's where you get it personal, because that's where I think you're going to be a much better, more apt to get some sort of a response from them as well. So
Right. They're more likely to say yes because you took the time to reach out to them personally. I mean, even though you're pretty much, it's going to be pretty much saying the same thing, but you're going to change it up to them personally, you know?
Exactly.
So I did quickly just want to go over some common objections that you might come across. So is anyone concerned? Does anyone keep hearing some common objections?
Amy, what is your objections that you've been getting? She's on mute. Amy Labby? Oh, there she is. Are you there, Amy? You're not on mute, but we can't hear you.
Okay, so what I found while preparing this training was right on PCU, under the bookings, there's actually a script that's called Overcoming a Potential Host Concerns. So it doesn't matter what your people are concerned about. They basically have the same 5 or 6 concerns, and you can just help them through it. So most people say, I don't have time right now, okay? But what you want to do, instead of saying, oh, don't even worry about it, we totally got this, because you want to make sure you validate their concern. You say, I understand. Who isn't busy nowadays? A Pampered Chef party is quick, 45-minute gathering in the comfort of your home. When do you normally get together with your friends? What if we can plan a party during that time? Okay, so this is a good place to open up and to read through the common concerns that most of your potential hosts are going to say. They're essentially all going to say like the same 5 or 6 things. Would you agree, Anna?
Yes.
Most of the time it's, my place is too small, I don't have enough friends, I'm too busy, I don't have time. So that's that. Question to Anna, did I cover everything?
I think you did. Who's got, oh, here, Amy just said something. Her thing. People saying they don't have time. This is how I try to speak to them about their virtual parties or their house is too small. And that's definitely, that's what I think we do hear a lot about, the time.
And actually, there was a concern about the space. Hosting a party doesn't actually take a lot of space, believe it or not. Plus, my experience has been that a cozy space provides an ideal social layout. So if they're not into the virtual parties, you can still say, my kitchen is too small. That's fine. What about a dining room? Do you have a dining room table that we could do our demonstration on? That's why summer parties are so great, because you don't have to be in the kitchen.
I know. I love them. Jen Gold, did you have something?
It's already been said, actually.
Oh, okay.
I hear I don't have the time a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I'm currently getting, just not now, and I think Ginger or maybe someone earlier this afternoon said the same thing. I have 2 hosts that want to book shows, and I want to fill up my February, and they both said March or April. And to that, I just responded, perfect. The new spring products come out in March. So I'm letting them think, yay, I can't wait. And inside I'm going, damn it.
Yeah.
And that's
I
okay.
want February shows.
Yeah.
Here's
So
oh, go ahead. You, Jill.
Okay, so if I'm hoping Anna can maybe give you some words of wisdom for February, but if they're saying March, say, oh, that's great. You know what? I've only got 2 dates left for March.
Yeah.
Same thing, and hopefully that will get the fire burning.
Yeah, I do virtual shows only, and I start them on Mondays. So I say, you know, you have to choose a Monday, and I try to give them 2 Mondays. Which Monday would you like it to start?
Okay.
So I kind of do that part.
Yep.
I may branch out and do a live show, but I'm not sure that I want to go there. So
Let me give you an example. I'm going to throw something now to you that I will tell you. This is, if we want dates into a certain calendar, and this is absolutely up to you. This is your business, and you can do this as you want. I know that I did this when I first started. I'm going to give you 2 different ideas. When I first started my business, and I started in June of that year, June of 2001, and summer can be a little bit different, but those of you that are just starting your business too, to like I knew pretty soon that I wanted 2 shows a week. It really took me 3 months to get 2 shows a week. Like, you know, again, what we do today affects your business in 60 to 90 days. So you know you've got to work up to that. So I wanted shows, we get that sometimes where we end up being backfilled in the month, that you get a lot of shows going from the 15th to the end of the month for whatever reason, not so many at the beginning, or vice versa. You can't get them spread out. So what I did is something that we call price of the day. And what we do, let's say that you want shows in February. So we have up till 30. You could do something like, for example, you could say, if you, here's a special that I'm offering for February, that when you book a party for February, I will give you X for the price of the day. For example, at that time, it was the bar pan is what I offered people. That was the hot thing. So I offered them a stoneware bar pan. At the time, it was $28. And I'll show you how this works, but I offered it for the price of the day. So if you book on the 3rd of the month, they would only have to pay $3 for the bar pan from their party. Okay? So what happens with the bar pan is I put it in their host order. So $28 minus at least 20%, which is about $6, let's say. So if minus 20%, it came down to about, out of my pocket at that time, it would have come up to $22. They pay $3. So now we're down to 19. I put in the 19, but that $22 goes towards your incentives, and you also get commissioned on the $22. Mm-hmm. So it really only came out to maybe I was paying about $10 in on my own. So price of the day, sometimes it gets confusing. It's hard to explain to people, but that's a good one if you're trying to drive them into certain dates. But here's maybe a really good one. I did this for virtual parties for a couple months in the past. I did it actually last month too. But we have this incredible, again, the Rock thing is incredible for this month. Mm-hmm. Let me just throw something out to you. You could, what about this? I'm looking at the host special flyer. The least expensive one out there right now is the Rock Grill Stone. It's probably one of our most recent ones that come out. People want the Rock Grill Stone. It's really nice, right? So as a host special this month, if they host a party, it's $32. What if you started offering and said, I've got a special for the Rock Grill Pan for only $20. It's only $20 this month. If you host a party for me, it's $20. So what happens is you put it in at $32. That's automatically their host special. They don't get to choose another host special. They get the Grill Stone. That's their host special, the Grill Stone. You pay $12 of it. So you'd be investing $12 in at the time of the show happens, and they pay the other $20. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But that would get them to drive it into, get those bookings to drive into February. So now when you're calling people, you can say, listen, there's so many things going on. Here's the thing. I've got this special going on for February that I thought of you because you love Pampered Chef. You grill all the time. You're always making pizzas, whatever. You've got to get a Rock Crock in your hand, and I will give you that Rock Crock is regularly $80. I'll give it to you for $20. you have if we move your party in this month. Okay, so I've done too. I did do, and I was driving things, and I had a little bit that I could back reinvest, but I was given, like, this past month in February, there's several people that got free spiralizers from me because I just said, book a party, you get a free spiralizer. You want a free spiralizer? Here, free spiralizer. And that's what I booked. If you guys see that picture, you could take a really cool picture of the Rock Rock Grill Pan, post it on your page, and say, I've got X amount of these available for only $20. They're regularly $80. Okay, so how many bookings do you want left on your calendar? How many $12 are you willing to put in this month? And just post. I've got 4 of these available this month for $12. They're originally $80. Who wants one? And then see, when you get those people that come in and go, me, you don't post it on there. You personally send a message to them. And I can tell you what I wrote, but I said, oh my gosh, Susie, you will love this grill stone pan, whatever it's called, the Rock Grill Pan. I would love to give it to you. I've got 4 dates left this month to have a party, or a virtual party, or a cooking show, whatever you do it. I've got 4 virtual spots left for this month. I would love to do that for $20. All you have to do is invite people. I'll give you something to post. What do you think? So again, it's up to you whether you can invest that $12, but that would be, yes, Jennifer.
What if you can't? One would be reasonable, but the rest, I couldn't do. So,
Yeah.
What are some other things that would be appropriate to offer?
I mean, you can definitely put in, like we talked about, if we could, if you posted something like the fact that is $32 this month versus 80. You know what I mean? Like, you pick one of those stones and post a really pretty picture of it with, with kinds of food, or you cooking on it or something like that. And, post that, you guys, this is regularly $80. I've got an incredible special. So you could even be personally messaging people and say, I've got a really great special this month, and it's just the host specials. Just sell what the host specials are.
I actually did that last month, like you did with the spiralizer.
Yeah.
And I got 3 parties, and those 3 parties almost totaled $2,000. So it was totally worth it for me to have the spiralizer on those 3 parties.
Yeah. In the end, it does come out. But you're exactly right, Jennifer. I know if you don't have that, and I don't want to ever push anybody to reinvest money that you don't have, but you could just stay on that. What about just telling them they get a free gift if they host a party? And your free gift could be like a $5 scoop loop or something. There's something that I just posted on that's on my updated template that is that. You pick a number, and if they pick that number, if they host a party, they'll get that number, means they get the scoop loop for free, or they get the, you know what I mean? So again, $5 kind of things. And again, you put it on your, I'll post that on my thing. Like some of these things I'm so weary, like Jen said, about putting random posts out there. I need bookings. Anybody want to book a party? Because you don't always get the response that you want, if that's what you're, and then I've got people going, I'm not getting any bookings, and that's what we're relying on. You really have to do that personal contact with people.
Right.
That is where you're going to get your best. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Something else, I understand the concern with not being able to put out a lot to invest in your bookings, but you could put a limit on it. You could say, I only have 1 to give away. Only 1 person can get this deal. You might have better luck with that because maybe 4 people would jump on the deal and be like, oh my gosh, I would love to have it. So 1 person could get that rock crock for $20, and you could private message the other 3. You could say, I'm so sorry, I've given the $20, but you can have it for what's 80 minus the 60%, 30. But
the 80, it's 32 actually. No, I think.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Does that help them, Jennifer Bolduc?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Did you hear me? I think I froze again.
You did. Yeah,
I
no,
did
we
hear
heard.
you, even though you froze.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could offer that deal and be like, oh my gosh, there's only one, but you might get more people that want to take advantage of it, and you can still offer them some sort of deal that doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, that is a great idea to post
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. Just to drive it in. If we want to get, and again, the more we can get this foundation for February, the better we're going to be going out. So that could be. So, Jen House. So we're going to post then for you guys, or this booking blitz. This is really fun if you haven't done one before. So we're going to go tomorrow, like let's go from now to Wednesday night, right, Jen?
Right. I mean, you don't have to wait until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can start, but
Yeah.
it ends on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're going to end it Wednesday night. So we're going to sort of maybe start, Jennifer, Hal, do you want to start the post that says booking blitz and, sort of put the thing, like the requirements and stuff under it. And then what we'll do is we'll have that as your place to sort of, let's keep some chatter going. So Josie, when you like get off this call and you're like, woohoo, I just booked February, you know what I mean? Like put it on there and say how you did it. You offered for the price of the day, or talking about the rock sort of do, or hey, I called this person, I got to recruit you. Like excitement going. I will post the picture. What we are, I'll tell you, is I have a collection over Christmas. My girlfriend was here and she helped clean out and organizes. So 16 years of getting Pampered Chef bags. So I have all kinds of slightly used exclusive Pampered Chef bags that have logo. Some have they're ridiculous. So I have a handful of those. So I will give a picture, but that's what we're going to give away for free. So you guys can get some Pampered Chef logo bags for free by doing this. So I'll put a picture of the pile of them too, that what you guys can win too. So that'll be good.
Oh, those are the bags that we're gonna win if we win something.
Yes.
During the challenge.
Yes, during
Good,
the booking blitz.
You mean the kind that Ginger was using? You mean? Because I've been wanting to buy some.
Not the
grocery store one.
Yeah, it's not the kind, not those shopping ones. These are like one of them, I think you put a catalog in, like it says, it's just like a bag that you could use as a catch-all or like a purse or whatever that says Pampered Chef on it. You could use it as a book bag, whatever.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So I got tons of them. I don't need any more bags.
Those bags, the shopping bags, can they be used with the Pampered Chef money? I mean, bought with the Pampered Chef dollars?
Yeah. Yes,
that's how I got mine.
Awesome.
That's how you got yours, Ginger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for your grocery shopping. Now, here's just a real quick thing. You are going to find out tomorrow when we find out the new products are going to be so exciting. But here's what we need to do. Unless your February is full, you don't want to be telling anybody about any new products, FYI. Unless somebody says, I absolutely can't do this month, I want to do March, and you go, oh my gosh. But you guys especially, you want your February. You do not want to broadcast any new products until your February is full. Mm-hmm. Then your February hosts, again, when you see the new products, your February hosts are going to want to hold their show in February. That's all I'm going to say. They're going to want to hold their show in February anyway when you see the new products and you see why. Okay? So make sure you're going to be like butt on fire tomorrow night after you find out. But let's keep focusing on February with this booking blitz, because this is where we need to start. And then the rest of the year is going to take care of itself, I promise. I'm just going to keep my hands free for my production. Right, Jennifer?
Right.
Okay, guys. Is everybody ready for the Super Bowl? Now we can go eat.
Looks like Jennifer Bolduc is ready for a nap.
I am.
Me too. Okay, Amy says go Pats. But was this helpful?
I like the idea of the 4-category challenge. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm posting it now.
Good, she's posting it now. I'll take a picture before I go up to get ready for the game. So I'll take a picture of the bag so you have those on there. And again, you can jumpstart of anybody that has to listen to the recording later, right? So because they don't know the deal really yet. So you guys get a jump start. So start, while you're waiting or you've seen people tonight or whatever, say, oh my gosh, you wanted to listen. This is what the deal is this month. I mean, I always, if you don't percent off, but when you tell people $2 versus 80, that's what people hear. Now that's a big thing for them. So take a look at that host special. And we're here to answer questions. Thank you so much, Jennifer Howe, for doing this training.
You're welcome. I hope it was helpful.
Yeah, and we're going to get into a good challenge, you know, a good thing with the little handouts. Everybody have the catalogs?
Not anymore. I've given them all out. So
No, I don't have any more.
Okay.
Did they come with the kits?
They did
Yes.
come, yeah, they did come with the kits. So unless you order more.
oh, I did, but I've gotten through those too.
Okay, so that might be a thing.
Then I must have them.
Okay. Okay, I know we're way after our hour. Let me just give you another little tip. Everybody's got the drawing slips, right?
Yes.
Here's what you do. You get into a conversation about the drawing slips or about their Pampered Chef, and you say, you know what? I would love to send you a catalog. I don't carry them with me, but I would love to drop one in the mail to you. If you fill this out, I can get that to you in the mail. And
Oh, awesome.
And then you just send them a regular one. But that way you get their information, right?
Mhm.
And then until we get new ones and you order, you know, you get to the point where you can order some new ones and we can have them ready because you want new products in them anyway. How does that sound? Even if you carry a catalog hanging out of your bag, tell them, oh yeah, I only have this one. I don't send, you know, I don't give them out. But if I get your information, I can drop one in the mail. I think it's not expensive. You just put one in the mail, $2 or something. So. Okay. Jennifer's leaving. She's going to watch the game already.
My battery's dying on my laptop.
Oh.
I'm going to plug it in.
Okay. All right, ladies. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night and have fun at the game. And we'll talk. And bye, babe. Sarah's baby. Hi, baby. I want to hold him. Hello. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Bye, everyone.